Jamie Carbone and Hutch Harris, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Our next comedian coming to the stage is very funny. He hosts an open mic every Friday night at 9 o'clock at my father's place. So check that out. So please put your hands together for Michael Phelps.
Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Keep clapping for Chelsea. Keep clapping for Jaron. And keep clapping for Chuck. Hutch Harris over here. Come on. Come on. Keep clapping for yourself. God damn it. It's 2 for 2. Me and Jamie, we planned that. He was like, Mike, I'm going to drop the chord. And I was like, I'm going to do it too. And it'll look really, really cool. It'll look super professional. Hey, thanks for coming out, everyone. I am so happy that they turned these fucking lights off. Hey, I was in the back and I was squinting and I think I lost some eyesight. So I can't imagine what it's like up there with this borderline fire hazard staring you in the face. It's cool though. What's great is even if you guys don't laugh, I can just turn around for the validation I seek. I don't have to do it yet. But I'm going to warn you, there's going to be a time in my set that I turn my back on you because a joke bombed. And I'll just be like, alright, we're good. We're good. Cool. Well, yeah, before we really start, I want to just sort of do what I call sort of a PSA for any long-haired gentlemen in the crowd. I can't really see you, but if there aren't any, you can tell your other degenerate friends. We're bad people. What it is though is don't do the low ponytail. Okay? It's not a good look. And I understand I'm wearing a man bun right now. I'm just as upset about it as all of you are. But what? Look at this. This isn't great. It's not offending anyone. But just watch what happens. Watch what happens. You stay with me. Watch what happens when we do the transition into the full low ponytail. Oh God.
Stop molesting children, okay? That's what I'd like to say.
That's a new one. Yeah, this is bad. This is, oh God, this is, yep, a bit molesty. And I was looking at this and being like, oh yeah. I'm gonna take him home, cook him a steak dinner, and give him the ride of his life. A woman sees this and they're just like, oh boy, that guy's gonna talk way too much about external hard drives. This just already says hey, you made a mistake buying an Apple computer. Because though it is a slick machine on the outside, the insides and the coding are not as manipulated as a fragile woman. There's big incel vibes right here. Big I haven't had sex and it's your fault vibes from the low ponytail. A lot of expectations of hey, there's the cleansing power of following fish on tour, you know? No one needs that. No one needs that.
Yes.
Do I leave it in? No, I do not. No, I do not. We take it out.
Yeah.
That's the end of the joke.
Much better.
So, thank you for telling me that I no longer look like a child molester. That was very nice of you. That's best compliment I've received all weekend. You don't look like a child molester. That's good. No, I'm happy. How's your pandemic going, everyone?
Woo! Best
Anyone?
time of my life.
Best time of your life? Did you get any hobbies over the lockdown?
Yes.
Yeah? What'd you get into?
Doing people's taxes. It started as a hobby just for my friends, I promise you.
You need to find some more excitement in your life.
What can I say? I'm a nerd. I like numbers.
Well, give it up for her for doing people's taxes. I feel like that would be pretty easy because just no one had a fucking job, so they didn't really have to do taxes. I don't know. I got into a pretty fucking dope hobby. I got into throwing boomerangs. Pretty good pandemic activity, I think. You know, it's outside. You do it by yourself. This is what happened. Is the first time I took it out, I immediately hit myself in the face with it. They don't give you a warning about that in the packaging. I feel like they should throw a disclaimer up there that's like, hey, you're really stupid. You don't know what you're doing. You're gonna hurt yourself and everyone that you love. Yeah, they also don't warn you that you're gonna look like a loser that has no friends. Because can you picture it? Me, standing alone in the middle of a high school football field and just like throwing a $15 piece of rubber out into the distance and just like hoping that it comes back to me. And then as it starts to make the turn, just sort of realizing like, oh, I'm caught in a metaphor here. Because I don't care about that boomerang coming back. Boomerang's just a lonely man's frisbee anyway. Like, I don't care. I don't care about that boomerang coming back. What I want to come back is like my hopes and my dreams. All the friends that I've lost, the love that I've lost, the fumbled opportunities. I want my childhood dog Beezus to come back. That's what I want. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. But you're thinking about that, and then you just lose it in the sun, and it hits you right in the face. It's surprising. It's like being bukkakied by your memories. Hey. Yeah. I know. We're good. We're good. We're gonna go back to them though. Anyway, boomerangs. We'll come back to them. We'll come back to boomerangs. Oh, it's so stupid. All right. Anyway, are you guys back to work? Everyone got a job?
Yeah.
If you're unemployed, you can do your taxes. I've got a job. It's pretty cool. I work in homeless services, doing like outreach on the streets, connecting people with resources. Sure. You know, if I had a penny for each of those claps, I'd have my yearly salary. But, no, that's fun. Like usually when I tell people what I do for work, they'll do that. They'll just clap in my face. Or they'll do this thing, they'll go, oh, Michael, you're doing the Lord's work. Which is so stupid. Because then I have to tell them, no, man, it's all about that paycheck, you know? Because in a weird twist of irony, actually, like, homeless people pay my rent. So. Come on, shout out to them for keeping a roof over my head, right? They're the real heroes. They're the real ones. They're good. They're good people. No, here's what I think. If I am doing the Lord's work, I think it's about time for the Lord to clock on and work a shift. You know? Been doing the Lord's work for like 8 years. I haven't seen that guy work at all. Like, how fucking lazy is God? Because I'm always sitting at work being like, well, how long is God's lunch break? Because you only get the 30 minutes, and started asking my boss how I can get the position where I can go on vacation for thousands of years and then still demand a paycheck every Sunday. No. High five. I don't know. People say like the Lord works in mysterious ways, right? And that sounds like cool and mystical, but you ever try using that at the unemployment office? It's like, hey, look, I apply for work in mysterious ways. Where's my cut-out basket going around? It's a Social Security joke right there. No, we've gotten into some weird situations at work. Like one time, the city of Portland asked me to go gather demographic information from homeless people, which I know sounds kind of mundane, but what it is me driving up to an encampment in an unmarked white van, and then hopping out with a clipboard and walking up to people who have paranoid schizophrenia and just having to be like, oh, hey, stranger, do you mind giving me a bunch of your personal information? No, don't get paranoid. It's for the government. That's the Lord's word. All right, I got one last thing about the real hard-hitting issues, and then we'll get out of here and Hutch can play us a tune. I don't understand why we as a society have decided that it's okay to have private, paid-for parking lots. Because they always have that disclaimer down there, right? It's like, hey, we're not responsible for any damages or theft to your vehicle. So what the fuck are we paying them for? I think like in this cash for services society we've built, they could at least take some responsibility for my car, you know? I mean, what other service could you do that in? Like some people call their cars their babies, right? What if a babysitter had that policy? They're just like, hey, yeah, I'll watch your kid, but I'm not responsible for any damages. Or theft of your baby. Because, you know, people steal babies. That happens. We've all seen the Nicolas Cage documentary, Raising Arizona. People steal babies. And that one, they bring the babies back, right? But that's not usual. Usually stolen babies don't come back. Which is really sad that stolen babies don't come back. But that's because stolen babies aren't boomerangs. Hey, we did. That's promises made, promises kept. I've been Michael Phelps. You've all been so fucking fun. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the show.